Welcome back to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show here on WKYC Channel 3. Guys, the trade deadline right around the corner in the NBA, and the Cavs' longest road trip about to get going. The Cavs are playing their best basketball, G. Bush, right now. How do you think that'll factor in, if at all, to their what they may or may not do with the trade deadline?
I think, you know, in their minds, it may make them feel a little better if they continue to go out here on this road trip and do some things and continue to play the style of basketball they are. But the problem is, I don't think the feelings have anything to do with whether or not financially they can make those moves. I look at the way they are in the apron, and I just think, and I've been consistent on saying, I feel like the Cavs are where they are. They're in a place where you've already got this far. You went and made the DeAndre Hunter trade. You know, you've had a bunch of injuries. And if you really are in the front office, you have to tell yourself, I want to see what this thing looks like when we're all back together, ready to go. Max Strus has been injured. Sam Merrill's been in and out. Darius Garland has been in and out. Evan Mobley is hurt right now. DeAndre Hunter has been up and down in his play, right? And what you want to do is you say, can I get my team whole to get to a point during the second part of the season and playing good basketball, and everybody else gets back around March, and let's make a push for things. And then you feel good because now Jalen Tyson, who's playing very well for you, has had a lot of experience and understands in magnitude of certain things. So the hope is you get all those guys ready to go, you'll be back. But I just don't think that they got enough time, energy, or money to make a move that's significant.
Jason, it's been overall a disappointing regular season for the Cavs. But as I said, they're playing their best basketball of the year right now. Do you think whatever their plan has been at the deadline, which may be nothing, that it has that the recent good play factors in and changes the plan?
I think it has to a little bit. At least have to take it under consideration that this is finally starting to look like the team that you thought you had all year long. The road trip will be interesting. Phoenix, L.A., I know we had Phoenix, Portland, L.A., Sacramento, Denver. And in the trip in Denver, that's always hard. That's a common because you're already headed home. You're halfway home. So a lot of trips, West Coast trips, end in Denver, it seems, from Cleveland. Denver and Salt Lake City are the two most common endings. And with that altitude, that's a hard game to finish the trip off with. So if you come out of that with 3 wins on that trip, you take that. They're going to be in L.A. for 4 days to play 1 game, so I don't like that. We'll see what they look like on the other side of the 4 days in L.A. And I don't know that this trip will impact their thoughts at the trade deadline.
Right.
You know, it's not that type of situation. But as you look at the longest trip of the season for them in terms of number of days, those trips are grinding. I've been on a number of them. You don't remember what city you're in, you don't remember what hotel you're in, and you just wake up and keep going. So a lot to happen here over the next 2 weeks for the Cavs.
I don't know what the Cavs if the plan has changed at all. Who knows? I mean, obviously, as G. Bush said, you know, you're limited into what you can do because there's a lot of things you would have to do to make a trade because of the cap situation you're in. But I think a month ago I would have said, you know, just get under the apron, start thinking about next year, whatever. And, you know, now that they're playing much better basketball and the needle seems to be pointing up, I would think you're not going to make a trade unless it's going to help you this year. But the reality is they probably can't do something like that. And I think the hope with this team is that if somehow everybody could be healthy come playoff time, and I think we all know how unlikely that is with this team, but if somehow everybody's healthy come playoff time, with the way Jalen Tyson is playing, I mean, I don't even want to say he's picked his game up a level. He's picked his game up like 3 levels, it seems like, because he wasn't even a factor
tremendous.
Last year. He's been great. And, you know, if you could get Darius and Evan and Donovan and Jared Allen and Hunter and Max Strus and Jalen Tyson and Sam Merrill all playing well in the playoffs, all healthy. I know it's a lot of big ifs, and maybe I and others were too quick to completely write this team off, especially in an Eastern Conference that really doesn't have a single great team.
Yeah, I mean, Mike and I, we do the Cavs podcast and every week, and we said we felt like we've been doing the same show for 2 months. Yeah. It's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But finally, it feels like they've got this thing headed in the right direction. Yeah. And the East is open.